everyone. Good morning. How are you today? It's mad early. I think it's like 4 something. Oh, it's after 5. After 5 already. Anyway, it's one of my favorite movies. But yeah, it's been a funky few days. It's been cool. It's been cool. I've been doing a lot of meditation, and the connection to just really special interdimensional beings has been on point. It's interesting. It's like it's early and it's so cool. It's funny, the longer my hair gets, the bigger and puffier it gets, so the shorter it gets. So the longer it gets, the shorter it gets. Isn't that funny? It's in the grow out stage. Kind of reminds me of a Lord Helmet some days, but yeah. It's funny. It's like I've been doing these meditations for a long time, and coming out of them after connection and communication, with spirit guides, with aliens, with angels, you're just like, oh, that was a thing. I wonder if anybody else is doing this. I wonder if anybody else would be interested in my take on this. Stuff like that. But yeah, it's really cool stuff that I've been doing for a while that I'm finally sharing. So it feels really cool. It feels cool. There was, the stories that I mentioned a few days ago. I want to dive into some of them and share some of those stories because they were really funny. Meeting, I think it was Umatu. Where is his name? Umatu, or Utu. He's Native American. He's from Central or South America. But that's a story for another day. But we were astral traveling. After he showed me where we met and like the battle that, I was with him at. That was pretty cool. I'll tell that story another day, but it's on the darker side, and I've smoked and I'm having coffee, so I'd rather tell a story about like astral traveling to Venus instead of like battles where everybody died. So we get all cloaked up, all rugged up, and all ready to go, and we start astral traveling, and he kind of reminds me, he's like a King of Pentacles type of look to him. He's got that just like pretty, he's like a shaman. He's like a Native American shaman dude. He's pretty, like, just like loving in the eyes, but pretty resting bitch face. So we're just astral traveling and just like connecting via like thoughts and heart space. So we're on the same wavelength and stuff. But like my human was just like, so how you doing? What's new? So we're just astral traveling through time and space. We're just in space. We're good. We don't have to fill these spaces, kind of. But it was like, I was excited. so we got to what I think was Venus because it was such a lovely planet. Or maybe it just was like a time and space conundrum, warp, whatever it may be. Take all this for a grain of salt. These are, if you want to just take this as a bedtime story, that's fine too. But this is my interpretation of the meditation that happened. So take it for whatever it is and just have some coffee or tea with me, please. I would love that. So we're astral traveling. We get to Venus and we land softly. And there's a bunch of souls around. And, they just said, Sarah, we're so excited to see you. Just like, you have a house here whenever you need. Like, we're so grateful that you came. It's like, that's super cool. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be helpful. What do you guys need help with? That we want to, or some of us are ready. And I was like, who are you guys? And they're like, we're the soulmates. And it's a space where either star-crossed lovers it was like the possible timeline where all the star-crossed lovers got to be together. And old soulmates, twin flames, like it was just like that space. And it just, there was love, and everybody was just happy to be there. But there was a little bit of this like Christmas every day feeling that they had. They knew, everybody, the whole universe knows what's going on Earth right now. The whole universe is like, we gotta help. We want to be a part of this. Everybody's like, I'm talking about these things. Like, it's everybody's just standing up and coming into their witchy selves, into their all the aliens, all the beings, all the angels. Everybody's coming to help you try to wake up. So take that for what it is. But even the star-crossed lovers, the ones when they get to be together, they're like, no, we want to come back, and we want to find our old twins or our old soulmates or our, you know, original soulmates, or maybe like the pairings of them come together. It was all in goodness and good faith, but they just said that we want to come back. We're ready to come back. And they said they wanted to come back to Earth to, you know, meet their soulmates, or to find their twin flames, or to like just to step in and to complete, you know, this is languages that, you know, some people will know, some people understand, and some people won't. But it was, you know, this is the last go around, and so they want to come back. And like, it's kind of like when you feel like you're in a movie some days, and you're like, I feel like there should be like somebody who's walking in, something's gonna happen. These are the motherfuckers that want to be those people. They're like the ones that just like me, like they just root for the underdog and just like live in a sandlot mentality, like all the time. So those bitches wanted to come home, or come back to planet Earth. So, you know, time and space is irrelevant. So Umatu and I said, you know, we can each take, oh, okay, oh, I'm excited. I'm sorry, I'm getting a message. Oh, I like it. So why don't we each take a bunch of people on our backs and carry them, and we'll astral travel back to Earth. And oh, a little bit of an aside, I had been taken to a past lifetime of mine where I was an Egyptian priestess, and there was some technique that version of myself taught me, where I put fire of life in my hand and I went like this, and a little bit of the fire lit like a bunch of different like candles on like the walls of the temple that I was in. So that's just an aside. That was a meditation from a bit ago, a little tool that I learned in just like a quick little past life experience. So that was pretty cool. That popped in. But so that's for later. So all of the soulmates that wanted to come, and I was talking to somebody when we were leaving that I recognized. I was like, is everybody coming? What's going on? And he said the ones that are ready are coming. And it's always, you know, he speaks of free will. And, you know, everybody has free will. We can choose to go up, go down, go sideways, do whatever it is that we want to do. We can choose to stay awake or choose to go to sleep. We can choose. So he said the ones that are ready and the ones that want to come back right now. So maybe Umachu and I, if we're called to go back there, he just knew to go. So maybe if they ask again, we'll go back. That'd be cool. Because apparently I have a house there. That's like sick. My Venus is an Aquarius, so it's like, I'd love to have a house on Venus. Or I mean, like in that time and space conundrum that was Venus. Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts. So everybody like shrinks down into teeny tiny land, and we put on our back and we get all cloaked and rugged up again, and we're astral traveling back to planet Earth. And so we're in the same, it's not like this is happening so quickly, it's happening in meditation, but like for some reason I am like in this like, dude, I'm astral traveling with like my Native American shaman from like a past life, like, and we have like soulmates on our backs. Like, this is bitch, like this is fucking great. This is great. So like the coolest day ever. And so a little spaceship flies by, and I live on North Shore of Massachusetts right now, and it's a boating thing that you wave to your boater friends when you drive by them. It's just like you're fucking on a boat, like you're happy as fuck. So you're just like, hey, and so spaceship is going by, and I waved. It's my first time at Savers or something, like, hey. And I was like, I'm new. I'm new. I'm so excited. Like, I'm like beaming. Like, I'm not talking. I'm like, I think I am. I don't remember how I had a body or anything, but like in the astral body, I was just like, I'm new. This is like, and they kind of like, they're like looking at me like, what's going on? Like, who invited her? Like, instinctually. I go, I'm from the United States. And they just go, oh, okay. Of course. Like, I'm very put together in most days, but I mean, like, I'm wearing a sweatshirt and I look like I'm drunk and I'm high and I'm drinking tea and coffee. Like, these are two different mugs right now. Like, I was like, I'm from the I'm new. I'm from the United States. Like, that's why. It's like, I'm good-hearted, dude. They can just, you can tell. You can just tell. Yeah, in that time and space, like, it's, you never feel like you have to explain yourself, because it's like literally like you're just, your heart emulates who you are. And it's like, you can just ask, like, if you have fear, you take the fear away. Like, please release. Like, I'm here, I'm sovereign. And it's just like, it's focused, but it's, you can't hide your heart in that space. So that's why they were like, well, obviously, like, she's cool, but I'm from the United States. Oh, that's why. That's why. It's so good. And I'm just like so embarrassed. Like, can we just get back? Can we just get back now? So we're coming back to Earth, and we're in like the outer, I don't know what it's called, but like it's like the in between the veil, and it's like right under the veil, like the spaceships and then something, and then like the Earth. And that's where all the soulmates, they like have their little like jetpacks and their wings. They're just like interdimensional souls that are about to come down. And they all get in our hands, and Utu and I just, and they all just like little stars of dust just went all over. They knew where to go, all over the Earth. Like, I was on one side and Utu was on the other, and we just like knew. And they knew. And they said some of them, I made a bunch of notes, I forgot about things. Some of them, I don't know what else is it. They will just know. Went to Venus, brought the soulmates, whoever were ready, back to the Earth to seek some will be walk-ins. This is the handwriting that I'm reading, that's why. Some will be walk-ins, some will be physical beings. They'll be magical as fuck. They will just know. They'll just know. So all of a sudden, you'll just know. They'll be more magical than any metaphysician that you've ever met. Like, they'll just like literally just be like, oh, I'm like, fuck, I'm back, sick. Let's like, it's pretty intense Earth right now. I think everybody knows that. So like, literally, it's like battle, war is waging, but it's like, we're sitting in meditation. That's how it is. It's not like out with like our guns and pitchforks and spears and shit like that. It's like, no, I get like a samurai sword made out of pure divine light in the astral. Like, it's pretty, like, you gotta sit and meditate and break down all these things so you have the space to get in here. You, like, if I was worried about all the things out here, I couldn't do this type of stuff. So they will just know. They will just know. So then brought Utu back to his space in Central, I think it's Central South America. I drew a little map, but it's like, that's the map. So it's, I don't know. That's it. And so yeah, that was a few nights ago. It was really, really awesome. And so yeah, that was my meditation. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, please, I really hope, I don't even know, I feel like that was nice to tell that story. That felt really nice to tell that story. I hope you enjoyed it. please, if you enjoy this content and you enjoy my stories and my interdimensional connection and communication, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Yeah, please share this with your friends. And I'd love to connect the soulmates. So if somebody new is walking into your life, or if somebody is like who's been in your life that all of a sudden now you're like, you seem different, it's because they are. If a literal knight in shining armor walks into your life in the next little bit, like, let me know. I'd be super curious to see if there were any new love, family as well. It could be a family connection. It could be, you know, all these different things, all these different types of beings connecting and coming back. So don't think that it's just like your soulmates can come in all different shapes and sizes and families and all those different things. So, yeah. That was one of my meditations the other day. I love you. Have a great day.